Homicide Squad detectives have spent a second day at the Mosman Park home where parents killed their two autistic children and then took their own lives. Friends revealing the family's NDIS funding had recently been cut and they were struggling to cope, with new details tonight about a second letter found inside.
They're described as two beautiful boys who couldn't have asked for more loving and devoted parents. But May and Jared Clune were struggling to look after 14-year-old Otis and 16-year-old Leon. Both boys lived with severe autism. One was non-verbal. Friends say the couple was at breaking point. Yesterday, killing both their sons, then taking their own lives.
If they had a proper support system in place for them, this wouldn't happen. So there's something wrong with our support system.
Mott Close in Mosman Park still cordoned off today as investigators continue to piece together the family's final moments.
I never thought that would happen. Never would happen.
It's understood the National Disability Insurance Scheme had recently cut services for one of the boys. The couple cared for them full-time with limited support. Friends say they were desperate for help. In a statement revealing the very people the NDIS was created for are the very ones who couldn't get the services they so desperately needed. The constant battle for services to help with their very high support needs boys was exhausting, never-ending and filled with rejection. When the family looked for help, they were always rejected and told their boys were too difficult. It was a carer arriving at the home yesterday morning for an appointment who found a note on the door warning not to enter and instead call police. 9 News understands it was a joint decision by both parents. A second letter found in the house revealing the parents' mindset and the extent of planning, including instructions on where they wanted their finances to go. Disability advocates are now calling for greater support for families with disabilities.
There's a huge number of people who have had NDIS funds cut over the last, especially the last 6 months. I'd love to see more peer support. I'd love to see the brakes put on, to be perfectly honest, for the changes to the NDIS at the moment.
Sarah Smith, 9 News.